Hello and welcome to SMD Maza Bitcoin. Look, there's some docking going on there. Yes, people, excuse me, sir. They're doing some docking there. Look, people. I was gonna take that ferry and put my bicycle on it, do some docking myself, but I decided just to ride. You know, it's kind of cool. I noticed this boat earlier today, and he's got a solar panel. You see the solar panel on the top of this boat there. I don't know if you can see that. Right, where is the solar panel? Oh, right there. And then inside of that boat lives a family, small Cambodian family. Interesting area here. Yeah, capital. Today we've got Bitcoin price around 11,500. All just whale movement, as we talked about before. I wanted to say something quickly about the lockdown, COVID 2020. Just wanted to mention something about that. So I'm going to put the phone in my left hand because everyone's felt the lockdown in one way or another. And basically when tyranny comes a knocking, when you have something happening where people with massive power like we have now stealing our freedom, that's tyrannical. They're trying to become tyrants. They are tyrants, so they lock you down. So there's been something happening all over the world, especially in the United States, called deaths of despair. And deaths of despair refer to exactly what it is, which is people dying, turning to drugs and dying because they don't feel like life is going the way it should, or they don't think it can go the way it should, or they don't think it will, because now they've, I mean, these people are living pretty hard, you know, these are all people living in these boats. At least they're mobile, right? They don't dig their neighbor, they can just move. That's what I always did in the States while living in me van. I'm very proud of living in the van because gives you complete mobility and some happiness, you know. And weird Chinese hotel or something like that. But so yeah, what's happened is they've locked the humans down, and a lot of the humans, and I did too. It's not a simple thing, especially when you're on a bike and you're riding around the world. You're riding from Asia back to Europe. You have a plan, but your plan gets thwarted, and then you get stopped in one specific country. It doesn't feel good, you know. Some cute little families down there. It's not a bad life, you know. People living in their ships. It's a lot better than what people are doing in the States, you know. People just living in the streets. I mean, it's just, I'll tell you one thing about Asia. They have a better sense of humanity here. Far better sense of humanity. And I'll say the Asian sense of humanity goes beyond, well, I mean, I'd say the juxtaposition of their view on humanity, the exact opposite would be the America and the United States. They despise humanity, and they want to hurt the poor, want to hurt each other. The rulers of that place have gone absolutely crazy, and they want to vaccinate people. Why? To hurt them. And so they don't have any competition as far as power. They see Bitcoin rising, and that threatens their hegemony over the world, and they want to maintain that. If you're one of the Warburgs, you know, you don't want to lose your power of the money printer, right? You want to keep printing, and and you want to have that power to be able to print. There's some cool kids having fun there on the beach. I mean, see, in America, if they saw kids on their motorcycles on the beach, they would probably they would send some cops. Someone would tell on them, they're not wearing masks. They'd arrest them or something. And that's why you know that when they say land of the free, whoever told you that is your enemy, says Zach De La Rocha of Rage Against the Machine. He sang that because he knows a thing or two about history. Hello. Hi. And so I'm lucky to be here. And I want to say to people that aren't here and people that are places where they're feeling despair. I felt some too. I think everyone felt some despair when they did this, if you have much sense. And so what that is to me is it's a time to challenge yourself, and it's a time to improve. You know, they want to lock you down. Do the opposite. Use that time to improve. Use that time to improve your body. If anyone listening to this hasn't broke into, I can say, a run, like if you've only walked and you haven't actually forced your body to break into a run in the last, 6 months or a year, what's in your head? The human body, you need to use it. So when people they're trying to take your freedom away and stuff, show them the opposite. Show them the opposite. Make it a challenge. Make it a happy challenge to improve your body and improve your mind and improve yourself. And make yourself happy. By breaking into a run, you could become very happy. Just doing exercise. If you think about what the human body was meant to do, right? When we were tribal and we were all helping one another, not just sitting tied up on Facebook and Netflix and doing evil things like I do, which is masturbating to delicious Japanese lesbian pornography. You can't do that all the time. Sure, a little's fine. It's just like a drug or something, You can do a little drugs, but control it. Be an adult about it, Cigarettes too. Control your cigarette intake. I smoke cigarettes, I quit and smoke now. I don't know why, but I was smoking for quite a while, and then I got sick. I got ill for a while. I had the COVIDs. And once that happened, I just decided to stop. And once I decided to stop, it wasn't some kind of a difficult decision, or it wasn't something that I had to struggle with, This was just something that came very naturally. And your body will tell you when you can or can't do things. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of a cool temple over there. I don't know if you can see that. Lots of cool things here. But yeah, you don't need to make an announcement to the world or buy patches or things like this. No. You just go jogging, put on some nice running shoes and some headphones, and maybe start with a brisk walk, and your favorite song comes on. You've got your headphones on, your nice new running shoes. You break into a jog. Maybe you're forced to wear a mask. If you're in the United States of Ameridead, land of the free, home of the brave, you'll probably have to wear a mask, or you'll be charged $100 perhaps. Very few people here wear masks, as you could probably see from this video. Hello. Hi. And that's good, man. It's a beautiful thing when the barge over there taking the earth mover across the river. Yeah. So make the lockdown, make the fake COVID's pandemic, make it something positive in your life. Make it something fun. Make it a time to improve, because if you can get through this, if we could get through this, right? If you can buy some cryptocurrencies, which you'll make a lot of money on, especially if you watch this channel, and we'll discuss that in a moment here. But I just thought I wanted to take a moment and understand that the lockdown is a challenge. They're losing the power of controlling people with paper money. So that has made our owners, our overlords, very desperate. They're kicking and screaming. And they don't want to see people have true human sovereignty, which of course includes a money that they make that's not tied to a government. Hence cryptocurrencies. Some are tied to governments, some aren't. Some are centralized, some are decentralized, right? And so through this channel, just ask me below. If you guys want to know what I invest in right now, I just go back and forth between Bitcoin and Link. That's it. Bitcoin and Link. Why is it? Why is it so? Man, because Link is has been heavily, large portions of Link have been purchased by Microsoft, and large portions of Link have been purchased by Google, Uncle Google I call it. Hashtag Uncle Google. Started calling it Uncle Google in 2013. Had some friends that thought that I just heard that from someone else. I even Googled it before it wasn't a thing. So go ahead and start saying Uncle Google to spread what it is, because they own our holes. Yeah, they own us, and they see that we have decentralized monies coming, and they want to lock us down. They want to exercise their power before they lose it. So get yourself some Bitcoin. I recommend buying at dips. If people listen to the things I say on these videos and they pay attention to it and they actually act on it, you're making money. Depending on, I can't say a lot of money, but percentage wise, if you're acting on the things I've been saying, you're making money. So that's good. And challenge yourself, you know. If you haven't broken to a run, go out and get yourself a pair of tennis shoes and some headphones. Go into YouTube. I got this guy on YouTube. Every time I make a video, his name's Mellows 1246, something like that. A fake account. He's just some scumbag. He's got a picture of an Indian, a few Indian guys on his photo there, and he's just a jealous ass clown. He's into crypto, you could tell by the things he says, but he said something very rude, very unfounded and rude a couple videos ago. Just see, the tyranny is born out of jealousy. Yeah. And then it takes the enforcers, right? The enforcers, the cops and people that are on the wrong side of history, people that are okay with doing the wrong thing because it's an order, right? And so you don't want to be in places where if you get a lot of unhappy people all together and mix it with some stupidity, you can get some bad things could happen. Okay, so buy yourself a little Link, buy yourself a little BTC. And we'll talk about Bitcoin more later. Link had a nice pump up today. And I'm in a beautiful country, no masks. Look here, I'm looking at probably 20, 30, 40 people right now, dead in front of me. Not one mask. Oh yeah. World be free, get out of the United States.